Right, hello guys, how you doing? Right, first off, if you can hear what sounds like World War III breaking out outside, don't worry, it's just bonfire night. That's the one night of the year here in the UK where everybody tries to blow each other up and themselves as well. So it's just bonfire night, it's Guy Fawkes night. Right, so what we're talking about? We're talking about what many people call snap shooting. Now the first thing I am going to say is that from what I've seen on the YouTube, most people haven't got a clue what snap shooting is. Snap shooting is that, where you literally pull the bow back and let it go. You don't come anywhere, you very rarely come anywhere near full draw. And usually it's not something to be aimed for proficiency in it is not something to be aimed for. It should really be the last thing you want to do. For instance, again, snap shooting. You're not aiming, which is no bad thing if you're an experienced instinctive archer, but neither are you coming back to full draw. Now there are some people out there that people think they are snap shooting. One that springs to mind is one of my subscribers. He's got his own channel, Handy. Funny guy, also a very accomplished archer. Now people have told him that he's a snap shooter and that he's good at it, but he isn't a snap shooter. So Handy, if you're watching, from what I can see, when people are calling you a snap shooter, they are wrong, because what you're doing is this. Did you see the difference? Snap shooting doesn't come to full draw, which means that you are never going to be consistent. Some people can do it by unwittingly coming to the same draw length each time. But what Handy does is he looks at the target, he presents the bow, he draws, and as soon as he comes back to his anchor point, he looses. There's no pause, which in itself is not a bad thing, even though he seems to think it is, because he only releases when he comes to full draw. He's not snap shooting. So I'll just do another snapshot. And the very name of it, snap shooting, snapshot, is literally you are taking it on the spur of the moment, a snapshot. Now sometimes that can be useful when you're hunting. You're wandering along, you've got your bow, arrow mounted, you see a target, you fire. And sometimes if it's close range, you can get away with it and you'll get your kill. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you've got enough skill, basic archery skill, that you know how your bow works, all that sort of stuff, you can get away with it now and again. Now most of the people I've seen doing snap shooting and getting away with it are actually these speed shooters who are trying to fire 3 arrows in 1.5 seconds or whatever it is. A lot of the time when they're doing that, they are literally just bang, 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 snap shooting. There's no aiming, there's no coming to full anchor, there's no extension, nothing. They are literally just mounting the string on the bow and firing it. So again, this is not snap shooting. For instance, you present the bow, you draw, come to anchor, release. That is not snap shooting. Handy, that's what you do, by the way. You present the bow, you draw, you come to aim, you release. As soon as you come to the anchor point, that's not snap shooting. Right, I'm going to pause it there, grab some more arrows, back in a sec. Right, so I'm back. I've got another half dozen arrows. Get my bow. Right, now, the problem with snap shooting, proper snap shooting, is that you very rarely present the bow properly. You very rarely draw to full draw. You very rarely actually get to your anchor point. So the whole shot sequence, the whole shot cycle is inconsistent. Now, if you watch somebody who shoots longbow a lot, now this sequence, and basically what they do is they present to they face the target, they push and pull at the same time. The second they come to full draw, they loose. That's how you shoot a longbow. You present, you draw, you loose. Right? You present, you draw, you loose. You're not snap shooting, even though there are people out there who will tell you that you are. Now I'm going to do 2 snapshots, hopefully with different length draw, and then I'll do 2. I'm never going. Yes, I'll do snapshot, proper released shot, snapshot, properly released shot, and hopefully you'll see the difference. Now this is a snapshot, so I'm walking along, that's a snapshot. Right, the next one is going to be a properly mounted, drawn and released shot, but it might look to some people like a snapshot. For instance, see how the chin comes all the way back. I'll do a snapshot again. Right, so we're on this. Right, so see the difference? My chin came back to here, but it was down here this time. Do another properly mounted, aimed and released shot. If I can get the bloody arrow on the string. Glove was in the way. See again. Chin is back, my hand is back to my anchor. Right, last one, snapshot. Now this one, I'm going to do quite a short, and I'm going to present it properly, like so, and then I'm going to deliberately snapshot. So present. That's a snapshot. You present and pull and let go, all in one go. But you don't reach full anchor. You don't reach full extension. Yeah, I've seen even people snapshot like this. So the bow isn't even fully out when they've let go. So they think they're actually getting a full draw, but the bow's not extended. So again, snapshot shooting is when you get to there, or there, or there, or there, or wherever. It's always inconsistent. There are people who can do it again and again and again. But for the most part, the vast majority of archers can't do it. Now Handy, watch this carefully, because what you're doing is, I'm not with arrows, when you are presenting, you start off with a presentation, you present, push away, pull back, and you bring your string and your arrow nock all the way back to your chin. And you don't, well, sometimes to the side of the arrow, depends which bow you're shooting, but you always come back to your full anchor, your full extension and your anchor. There's no pause. There is an instant release, but you are not snap shooting. And neither is anybody else. Snap shooting is where your hand might be here once, next time it's there, next time it's there, next time it's here, or up here, or down here, or up here, or wherever. It's never consistently in the same place. Anyway, I just had to make that video because I've seen quite a few videos lately where people are talking about snap shooting and saying how good some people are at it. And actually they're not snap shooting, they're shooting properly. They're just shooting quickly. There's a difference. Anyway, hope you found that interesting. Stay safe, keep slinging the sticks. We'll talk to you again soon. Cheers, guys. We've got arrows, little groups of arrows all over the place. So there's a group there, there's a group there, but the majority are all over the place. And that's what happens when you snap shoot.